anything for my rescuer. Ask away, friend. I'm as easy to crack as that ice. If I tell you about the ring, I'd have to stick a dagger in your gut. I'm joking. Mostly. How do I put this? The High Elf colleges make decisions that affect the people of Tamriel, and some in those colleges use their positions to turn a profit. Our goal is to apply pressure to those well-placed individuals. Sometimes these, what to call them, these wartime profiteers, they often have secrets, adulterous affairs, fraudulent treasuries, gambling debts, that sort of thing. Ha! Not everyone considers our work to be for the greater good. But if I let a few frozen toes stop me from doing what I love, I'd never have met a stunning adventurer such as yourself. I'm no one special, just a lover of heists, princesses, and social politics, which is exactly why I'm part of the Garland Ring. I adore the work, even if it involves the occasional trap, daring escape, or the sharp end of a battle axe. It's not without its benefits. You'd be surprised the doors a beautiful lily can open. Ballrooms, estates, even the odd castle. I'm not one to kiss and tell, but after we found my friends, I'll happily recount some kissing I've been involved in. Oh, sure! Royalty isn't that different from us, you know? Regular people, just with diamonds, servants, and palatial estates. Take the daughter of Whiterun's Jarl. Loves sunflowers, but pale as snow. Nearly lost her in a blizzard. But I digress. Nice hole. Wisteria can be a bit cold, so let me... Wait. That note's barely legible. Looks like the monkeys... That scarf! I gave it to Wisteria. That charm belongs to Oleander. He says it brings him luck. He'd never just leave it behind. This note you found mentions the ice trap, and Wisteria and Oleander aren't here. Something is definitely wrong. Members of the Ring are always ready for trouble, but what if our rivals got the better of them? Sort of. I have my suspicions. I need to check in with my mentor Hyacinth. He might have a suggestion about what to do here. I even have a fancy way to contact him. You'll love this. Hyacinth is an accomplished mage, loves poking around in old ruins. This little bit of spellcraft is his work.
Woke up. I can't see you. Did you crack the magical lattice sitting on it again?
I didn't. I've never done that. The eye strap must have messed with the spell. You talk to him while I try to fix it.
Another lattice broken, Bogcup. Those aren't easy to weave together, you know. Are you with Wisteria and Oleander? No one has checked in. We need to make our move now before we lose our quarry. Bogcup, what's wrong with your voice? Sounds ghastly. And why are you at Monkey's Rest? Wisteria and Oleander were headed for the old mine, Toothmore Gully. That's where the hidden base is. Did the others not tell you? Yes. Didn't you read the brief? No, you never read the brief. Why do I even bother? Look, find the others. They can't be far. And know, before you ask, you cannot bring back any of those monkeys. Wait, what? Who is this?
Toothmall Gully? That wasn't... Never mind. Why would they go to Toothmall Gully without me? And leave behind their scarf and charm? Remember I said we like to cause trouble for ne'er-do-wells high up in Somerset Society? There's this group we've been tracking. We think they're dangerous. Attractive and smart. I'm so glad you stopped to help me. Even if they've been captured, they probably were taken to Toothmall Gully. Now, that place is huge, but I have a little something that will help us locate them. We call it a tracker fly. It's a magical construct, another hyacinth invention. It'll focus in on Wisteria if we apply a special concoction, resonating fluid. Each ring member uses a unique formula. I happen to know Wisteria's is made with river lilies and silver dust. Amazing! Let's see. River lilies should be easy enough to find along the stream near Fair. Oh, and ask my friend Shirabi and Matissan to sell you the silver dust. Tell her buttercups aren't weeds, and she'll know you're with me. There's a big rock just west of Skywatch, near the road. I'll set up a little alchemy station there. We can use it to combine the lilies and silver dust, whip up some resonating fluid, and find my friends. Hey! I can feel my toes again! Ugh. Sorry, happy to answer any questions, but I just saw a monkey eat the most horrid-looking bug. There's just so much goo. Please, go ahead. You have my undivided attention now. What would you like to know? Good ear! Garland Ring members listen in at lavish parties, help the less fortunate, and sometimes get into a lot of trouble. The flower names are supposed to keep our private lives private. Tan Lauren's not a flower. It's my real name. I don't like the code name they gave me. I mean, would you want people to call you Bug Cup? I don't think so. I just hope that group we've been worried about isn't involved in all this. We've been keeping an eye on some very bad people for a long time now. When we realized a number of them belonged to the same secret group, we knew we were onto something. I shouldn't... Sure. I was wondering when you'd ask. Not exactly subtle, are they? My family convinced me to get them. They're magical. Something to keep me a little more, contained? My family members are renowned mages. Every one of them. But growing up, my relationship with magic was always a little more wild, unstable. These tattoos are meant to keep the magic, to keep me under control. No, it doesn't really hurt to talk about it anymore. Thanks to Wisteria, actually. She really helped me get my magic under control. Mostly. Together, we even discovered a few things. Maybe I'll show you later, if you play your cards right. A lucky guess? Ugh, I owe you better than that. My relationship with Wisteria is complicated. We've had these intense, lengthy chats, and I know so much about her, but... Sorry. We can talk about this more later, after we find her and Oleander.
Can never have enough of that. Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting. could use a break.
Did Ivan send you to haggle in his stead? Tell him he should not have bothered. He's out of his mind if he thinks this one will sell him shields at half their worth. Chirabi cannot eat word of mouth, thank you very much. You heard wrong. We have some on hand for inlays, but Chirabi will need to see your guild license first. Or if you're looking to make a bulk order, you'll have to speak with this one's employer. Ah, did that flowery, smooth talker put you up to this? Is that oaf too good to give Chirabi a visit now? Fine, some silver dust for you. Just let that delinquent know that they still owe me for that night in Skywatch.
Never have enough of that.
Over here, friend. I hope Chiravi didn't give you a hard time. She's quick to show her claws, but you should hear the way she purrs when... You know what? Never mind. I'll take those ingredients now, if you please. Perfect! I'll get this made right up. The concoction doesn't need to be precise. Hyacinth tried to explain it to me once. It's a symbolic link to the person you're trying to find. Then we head to Tooth Mall Gully. Once inside, we just need to find a clear spot to fill the fly's reservoir with the resonating fluid. The little guy will go after Wisteria faster than a Slode takes to a swimming hole. Just need to muddle the petals, mix in the silver and oil. And there! Done. Grab the fluid and meet me at Tooth Mall Gully. Wait until you meet the others. Oh, how exciting!
As the giantess gone. back to milk some mammoths?
Please stop fetching, get me killed. I'm losing blood.
I admire your tenacity, Morgan.
Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting. What will I do? What will I do?
Glad you made it, friend. Next, we'll need to find a spot inside. And here we are, Tooth Mall Gully. Let's head inside and find a suitable place to activate the tracker fly. Once it's on the move, we'll have to race after it. Wisteria, and if we're lucky, Oleander too. If Oriole is feeling merciful today, we'll find them together, unhurt, and at the door to this secret hideout. And wondering where I am, as usual. Hey, I'm trying to say it out into the world so the gods hear me. Either way, thanks for helping out a stranger today, friend. Now, let's get in there. Let's find a spot to activate the tracker fly.
Damn!
I almost ended up with a few extra holes there.
There, just ahead. Give me a moment. have to unfurl the wings. It's already charged with magicka. Now pour in the resonating fluid and get ready to move. Follow that flag! All prepared!
I hope you're watching.
This is it! Wisteria must be just beyond the door.
Good smell. I'd rather fight bog blights.
Do you see Wisteria anywhere?
If it helps, I'm scared too. In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
Say Thalmor? This isn't good. Let's keep looking. Oh no. Oleander. Oh, Oleander. Divines above. I didn't expect these bastards would go this far. Because they're cruel. Because they work for greedy, callous puppet masters who can't abide when their status quo is challenged. Look where his neck meets his shoulder. That's frostbite. Gods, they tortured him the same way they trapped me. We need to find her. Now. Hello? Is someone there? You're hurt. What did they do to you?
I didn't play nice. It hurts to smile.
We're here.
A new friend of Tan Lauren's. They do have a propensity for picking up strays. Sorry, that's rude of me. Blame it on the blood loss and broken ribs. Thank you for coming to my rescue. They do that. Worry. Tan, you should know, Oleander is dead. Neither of us would talk, but he... You know Oleander. He couldn't help but make a scene. They made an example out of him. A threat to keep me in line. The locations of our greenhouses, our hideouts, names of members, past and present, information on jobs we've done, people we've talked to, that kind of thing. Wait. What has Tan Lauren told you, exactly? I see. Well, don't let me overwhelm you with our problems. Tan, do you need some help with that lock? Maybe your friend will have better luck with it.
Have some faith. It's unlocked. Let me help you, Wisteria.
Tan, if I'd known a broken rib would get you to fawn over me, I'd have done this ages ago.
Impressive, isn't she? Let's talk outside. I want to make sure she's all right.
Tan Lauren, I'm sorry about Oleander.
You're hurt and you're the one apologizing? I'll mourn Oleander soon enough. Right now, I'm just happy you're safe.
You're incorrigible.
Oleander was kind. Maybe a bit too dashing for his own good, but you would have liked him. The greenhouses won't be the same without his laughter. His smolder. Look at me, spoiling the mood. I'm not usually this serious, promise. Right. You've earned the truth, friend, and more. The Garland Ring. We don't just try to root out corruption. We're spies. Those elves that captured Wisteria belong to a group that calls themselves the Saythalmor. We don't know, not specifically. They're led by people inside the Thalmor proper, hence their not-so-clever name. We thought they were just war profiteers, making coin off the Three Banners War. They never resorted to kidnapping and murder before. The ring has bolt holes we call greenhouses scattered across the Dominion. Hyacinth's is in Greenshade. I want to check that he's safe and get his take on all this. If you decide to walk away, I won't blame you. But I sure would love some company. Ugh, you're amazing. I've known it since I first laid eyes on you. Hyacinth's greenhouse is near Serpent's Grotto, but before we get moving, I just dropped a lot on you. I'm sure you have questions. All right, spit it out. I'll tell you what I know for whatever. The eyes of the... No, very, very much no. Everyone in the Garland Ring is like me. Just a regular person who hopes to make tomorrow a little bit better than today. I've heard stories about the eyes. Honestly, they scare me. Oriel must be looking out for me today. She sent me someone that's worked with the eyes of the Queen. I imagine we seem small in comparison, but I promise you we make up for size in charisma, enthusiasm, and winning personalities. It's not much of a story. I have a complicated relationship with my family. I'm technically ousted, if you know what that means. Anyway, I'm pretty good with my hands. You saw how I handled that lock. I took to thieving to make ends meet. In the eyes of my family and Somerset society, I'm banished. It's ceremonial, of course, but still. My family had expectations of me I couldn't fulfill. My tattoos are a memento of all that. I just Don't fit in. I'm in the Garland Ring because I'm a thief. I was snatching rings and coins of some rich nobles in Skywatch when I looked behind me and realized one of my marks was following me. A strange-looking man in a frankly shocking outfit. I thought he was going to turn me in to the city guard, but he wanted to compliment me. Said he was impressed and offered me a, how did he put it, a job that would make frequent use of my skills. And here we are today. So, don't be alarmed, but they're the ruling bureaucracy of the Aldmeri Dominion. The Thalmor consists of, well, exactly who you'd expect. Cannon reeves, merchants, and nobles, all theoretically advising Queen Irene on how to run the Alliance. Precisely, and we've got the papers to prove it. The name alone, in old Aliadun Say, means shadow, so literally, the Shadow Thalmor. It's exactly the kind of pompous affectation a Thalmor official would find appealing. You're full of surprises, my friend. I'm guessing you had a hand in what happened to them? Thank you, honestly. I lost a cousin to the poison the Heritance was spreading. And you're right, they were connected to some powerful people. Listen, I have a boat tucked away on the Skywatch docks. We can use it to get to Greenshade if you need it.
Tan, these people, they're dangerous. Promise me you'll keep clear of them.
I'll be fine. I learned from the best, after all.
You'd be surprised what bounties the sea provides. Share in the bounty?
Nice hole. can never have enough of that.
How can I help you?
Last time I listened... Nice hole.
Here, friends! The entrance is just up this hillside. Hyacinth will want to hear what happened, and I need to break the news about Oleander. Hyacinth! We need to talk about the Oridon mission. Hyacinth? The place looks ransacked. We're too late. Look at this place. And that smell. Gods. Spread out. I don't think Hyacinth's still here. But maybe we can learn something about what happened. Hyacinth is a genius. If the Say Thalmor took him, he'd find a way to leave us a message. That's my hope, anyway. So look for anything that appears to be a clue, alright? Come on, Hyacinth. I can't lose you too. Ugh, that skeever musk. No wonder it reeks in here. Ugh. Careful. Those pots release paralytic spores. Nasty stuff. Aw, Hyacinth took my pocket ballista idea seriously. Hyacinth bought a ballista? Amazing. A dead Sayathalmor agent pinned to the shelves? That's got to be Hyacinth's handiwork. What did you find? Bottles of musk, spore pods, and a ballista. I wish I'd been here to see this. Knowing Hyacinth, he was taking notes about how effective each was on his attackers. What did you find on that corpse? Anything telling? They knew we were going to be in Oradon, and they used the opportunity to capture Hyacinth. Damn it! This is bad. It says they took him to Rulin Yil's Fall. That's not far from here. We need to look for a red banner. That's where we'll find them. Absolutely. Let me just grab some gear. Won't take but a moment. Then, we can rescue my friend. Hey, how do you feel about kicking down some ancient Ayleid doorways? I keep some supplies here for emergencies.
Off with you, Switch! Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting.
A bit tight in the shoulders, maybe.
Daedra and cultists won't stop us from saving Hyacinth. Let's find that hideout. giant-looking banner. That must be our way in. No matter what we... Hyacinth? Are you in here? There! I can see Hyacinth through the bars. Let's get in there.
The outcast elf thawed out. No matter. I'll put you back on ice.
Hyacinth! Hold on, we're here to save you! Control pillars.
I'm free. Thank you. Thank you both.
I could never have saved you without my friend here. You've, already met.
Yes, your friend. These Sethalmor are ruthless foes. I'm grateful that you arrived in time. I'm not sure how much longer I would have lasted. Thank you. Borgkup has found a capable ally in you. It would be shorter to list what they weren't interested in. Their questions were numerous and far too specific. I can still feel their magics crawling under my skin. Extremely uncomfortable. This must all seem so strange. What has Borgkup told you? Spies. Reductive. An oversimplification. I'll let Borgkup explain in greater detail. You know, I may have ruptured a lung. I should rest. Thank you again for your aid. Your assistance will not be forgotten. Borgkup, you may tell your friend anything and everything. I wholeheartedly approve.
We did it! We defeated the Sethalmor and saved Hyacinth. Side by side, ooh, what a feeling! I knew you were special. Not everyone would drop everything to assist a stranger. You know, you'd make a great addition to the Garland Ring. Nope. No, I didn't choose my code name. I prefer Tanlorin. It's simple. It's me. Listen, other than some illusions, the Garland Ring has nothing to do with flowers. We genuinely believe that a few people can change Somerset society for the better. I'm not naive. I know we can't change the world overnight, but all you need is one spark to start a fire, right? To start burning away the corruption that eats at my homeland. Out of idle curiosity, does that sound at all fun to you? Oh, I like you. Listen, the ring will lay low for a bit. Try to figure out how they learned about our mission. I'm going to have some time on my hands. I'd love to travel with you. I promise not to get you into trouble. Not too much, anyway. Is that so hard to believe? I knew you were special the moment you pulled me from the ice. Thanks to you, Wisteria and Hyacinth are safe and we're alive to mourn Oleander. And I promised you a reward. Here. Compliments of the Garland Ring.
Bogcup, we should return to the greenhouse. I need to recover and bolster my wards.
Of course! Oh, I hope Wisteria made it back all right. And friends, remember what I said. Call on me anytime. I owe you, and it would be fun.
Problem, Sarah? What do you say we try some of the local fare? I'm
Denis.
Pleased to see you in solitude, stranger.
I've seen many an ord carving hawker tusks. I tried my hand at it. Surprisingly soothing.
Pleased to see you in solitude, stranger.
Some people don't like the bustle of cities.
There
but
you are.
I come from a big...
I greet you, chosen of fate. Hermaeus Mora calls upon you to defend this world and all of reality. A secret contained for ages is now free. Where the once forgotten prince walks, disturbance and disorder follow. And that is how we will find her. A secretive and violent order called the Recollection scours ruins throughout the Weald. Strange Daedric creatures harry the region, and the wood elf King Nantharian reigns over a newly grown forest, a sure sign the threads of fate have frayed. The lines of possibility that weave through reality and hold everything together. Athelia, the Daedric Prince of Paths, has been set free. Her presence threatens both our world and the realms beyond. Help me meet this threat, and you will be rewarded. Let me mark your map. Frayed threads of fate point to Rustwall, the Ellenglin ruins, and Ostermere. And take this relic, the Echoneer. You might find it useful. My friend Baragon offered his townhouse in Skingrad. Let us meet there when we are done. They are all within West Weald, not far from the city of Skingrad. Which location are you curious about? Rustwall Estate is an old Colovian manor to the southeast, on the outskirts of Skingrad. Why Rustwall is important, I cannot say. Yet the threads of fate have been disturbed there, and we need to determine the cause. I am not sure. That is why I asked you to investigate. Ostermere is a Colovian town in the Strid Vale, not far from the southern edge of the New Forest. I have heard stories about powerful groundquakes and enraged forest creatures in the area. The Valenwood Forest mysteriously expanded across the River Strid and replaced the previous Colovian terrain. The wood elves who settled the area call it Dawnwood. King Nantharian rules a new Bosmer realm beneath its thick canopy. Ellenglin is a substantial Ayleid ruin that lies north of Skingrad. A lonely and peaceful spot, or so I have been told. Yet the threads of fate simply vanish in the vicinity. A phenomenon I have never observed before. We must
The new forest worries me. Nothing natural ever grew that quickly.
It's those wood elves. Valenwood is trying to annex territory that is rightfully ours.
wait to take a load off at the inn.
I just abandoned them to die.
Nice hole.
I've got to find some help for Uncle Octavius and Pym.
That was a bit of a warm-up.
Welcome, Proxy. Let us speak. This is Ellenglyn, an Ayleid ruin. I expected to find the recollection here, as they have been searching similar ruins throughout the area. They did not disappoint. I sense an aura of Daedric power as well. Perhaps that aura drew them here. Indeed. I sense an ancient Daedric shrine in these ruins, although I have no idea which prince it honors. If we find the shrine, we may uncover the recollection's purpose here. Do you still have the Echoneer, Proxy? Hermaeus Mora forged the Echoneer to reveal memories related to Athelia. It was one of the relics instrumental in defeating the Forgotten Prince and eliminating any lingering memories. Hopefully the Echoneer can help us in our investigations. The Echoneer causes memories pertaining to Athelia to become visible as nebulous manifestations. When you discover one, simply hold forth the Echoneer. The relic makes the memory unfold before your eyes. I foresee that you will need it, Proxy. Between the recollection and the dangers inherent in most ruins, I suggest caution. My research revealed that Ellenglen contains a maze filled with deadly traps. We must reach the heart of the maze to find a way through. I am ready when you are. Ellenglen, an Ayleid ruin, most likely a temple or monastery. As you can see, little remains above ground. The vaults below are more extensive, or so I have read. Adventurers report dangerous monsters and traps within. Those who survived, anyway. I am hardly an Ayleid scholar. I know they were called Wild Elves, and they established Tamriel's first empire. Their city-states were spread across much of this region, but their empire fell during the First Era. Much about them has been lost. Many Ayleids worshipped Daedric princes. Athelia may have been among them. When the Recollection began to remember Athelia, they remembered her as their god. I think they are searching for shrines to Athelia. Mere speculation, but a logical guess. From what I have determined, they are a secret society with a keen interest in ancient ruins. The revival of an Ayleid cult, perhaps. Our ally Baragon knows more. He recently tracked them to West Weald and has been looking into their activities. Baragon told me that the group was initially formed to seek out something missing in their lives. It seems clear now they were looking for Athelia, even if they did not know it. Now that Athelia is free, their actions are becoming more conspicuous. That remains a mystery for now. We know they aided Torvasad in his quest to remember what he had lost, and we know they are searching Ayleid ruins. Perhaps they continue to assist Torvasad or some other Daedra connected to Athelia in some way. Hermaeus Mora knew he could not completely erase all knowledge of Athelia from the world. He locked away his own memories of her in glyphics hidden in Apocrypha. He created the Echoneer to reveal any lingering memories of the Forgotten Prince. The Echoneer was forgotten for centuries in the collection of a Daedric demi-prince. Hermaeus Mora saw no need to reclaim it, until now. He arranged for the Echoneer to come into my hands. I suspect I was always meant to give it to you. Be wary. If I sensed the presence of Daedric power, the Recollection likely noticed it as well. The Recollection made it this far. They have met some of Ellenglen's danger.
Let's face renew your vigor.
Signal one ready.
I think I'm getting good at this. Well, I probably should be proud of that.
The currents of fate shall revitalize you. Feel the currents of fate flow through you. Restore your strength. The currents of fate shall revitalize you. Let fate renew your vigor, Proxy. Feel the current of fate flow through you. The current of fate shall revitalize you. Your strength. Let fate renew your vigor. Welkind stones. Aliens were fascinated with the magic of light, but this is not what we seek. Let us press on. But now I'm going to. You know, I like to think I'm agreeable. Let the threads of faith restore your strength.
Looks like you're buying at the next pub, Fla.
Let faith renew your vigor. There, the maze is below. The way to Ellenglin's shrine lies through the heart of the maze. Not only a maze, but a tomb. Hell. The aliens were practitioners of necromancy. Feel the current of fate flow through. restore your strength.
Enemy is this way.
The chamber to the north should be the heart of the maze.
Well, no,
but it seems we must find another
Maybe they should try
entrance.
that.
The current of fate shall revitalize you. Restore your strength.
Whew, that was a bit of a warm-up.
The current of fate shall revitalize you. Let fate renew your vigor. The heart of the maze. A locked gate. We must find the key, Proxy. Feel the current of fate flow through you. The current of fate shall revitalize.
Maybe I should have joined the buoyant armigers.
The key must unlock these gates. Let us continue, Proxy. I sense that what we seek lies somewhere to the south. The Daedric power I sensed earlier is even stronger here. We found the shrine. But who is... Oh.
I do not recognize you, yet you seem familiar. Almost like this shrine. I know I should remember it, but I do not. Tell me, what is this place? Why am I drawn here? A Daedric prince. Yes, I remember. That was what mortals called me. But Ellenglyn is a proud citadel, not a crumbling ruin. Its people are wise and beautiful. The Ekenir. Yes, that is what the Abyssal Cephaliarch called it. A clever little device he wrought to find and remove things that belonged to me. Thoughts, memories, truths he did not want anyone to know. Show me. I wish to see what it reveals. Let us see what more
You risk everything, Etheria. You must forsake the many paths.
You seek to diminish my prince. Why should she agree to such a demand?
To preserve reality. Her willfulness threatens all of existence.
You let your fear control you and foresee an apocalypse that will never be. Depart, Mora!
Ophelia disappeared as soon as the memory ended. Let us speak outside. Let us review what we saw in the ruins, Proxy. Now it becomes clear. The recollection also seeks Athelia. They hope to find her visiting places she once knew, just as we did. Yet Athelia seems confused. I do not think she has fully regained her memories or truly understands what happened to her. I believe we witnessed the moment Emmaus Mora first confronted Athelia about the danger she posed to reality. And we saw that she refused to heed him. It is a hard thing for any creature to... This is but one piece of the puzzle, Proxy. You still need to investigate Ostermere and Rustwall Estate. Determine why the threads of fate there are frayed. Find me at Baragon's townhouse in Skingrad when you are ready to report.
Never have enough of that. That's why I use a bank.
Traveler, do you know what happened to the cohort at Rustwall?
Not a legionary in sight. Where are they?
I heard that Gloria Fausta sacrificed herself to cure Duke Sebastian's affliction.
Not a legionary in sight. Where are they? Look around. No people. Strange, right? I detached an entire Legion cohort to guard this estate, but I haven't found a single legionary. Not even a servant. What's your story? Do you know what happened to my legionaries? To protect the estate. I don't know if you're aware, but Westweald isn't the safest place these days. Between the New Forest and the Wood Elf settlers to the west, and the rumors of cultists and Daedra stalking the land, I thought it prudent. Because I handle multiple matters for Count Calantius, and my cohort should have been able to fend for itself. The estate's proximity to Skingrad makes it a tempting target for enemy forces. Listen, help me find my legionaries, and you'll be rewarded. I hereby designate you a temporary agent of the Westweald Legion. Just until we find my soldiers. We'll search the manor house first. I'll meet you inside. Keep your eyes open, comrade. We don't know what happened here. Well, it's usually a lot more lively. When Count Calantius isn't in residence or it isn't filled with visiting dignitaries, there's still the entire household staff. But so far, I haven't found a soul. Count Calantius governs Westweald from the city of Skingrad. He's a shrewd leader. When dignitaries visit Skingrad, the Count offers them use of the Rustwall Manor House. It's the Count's way of, how did he put it? Encouraging positive outcomes? I sent my Legion cohort here, the best soldiers in the Weald. The estate's proximity to the city makes it strategically important. I wanted to make sure we weren't surprised from this direction. But something happened here. I suppose introductions are in order. I am Tribune Alea Idolus of the Westweald Legion, Marshal to Count Calantius, daughter of Quatrius Idolus, Knight of Colovia. A mouthful, I know, but I enjoy reciting my entire pedigree from time to time. Faithful service to the Legion, plus a strong sword arm. I fought in Varen's rebellion and defended Colovia as the Usurper War broke out. After we won the battle for Northhook, I started moving up the ranks. Now here I am. It happened at the start of the Usurper War. The Daggerfall Covenant sought Northhook as a base from which to invade Imperial City. We didn't want them there. When my commander fell, I took charge. Eventually, we repelled the invaders. My father. He was a successful merchant, but I barely remember him. He died when I was very young. He left me a great deal of gold so I could study and make something of myself. I'm grateful for that. When I was of age, I joined the Legion. Well, it's usually a lot more luck.
Seems everyone left in a hurry. Take a look around. Someone attacked the servant this belonged to. The captain planned to hide, but where? Servants light this when there's danger, to warn others away. We need to find Captain Laronis. Meet me at the barracks on the south side of the estate.
Getting good at this. Well, I probably shouldn't be proud of that.
Back here, comrade. I found Captain Laronis. What a loss. I found that letter clutched in his hand. The servants are hiding in the catacombs. Let's talk. The bloody clothes and the warning candles suggest someone or something attacked Rustwall. And we know Captain Laronis was working on a plan. I hope to find him alive, but the letter from the groundskeeper tells us more than we knew before. Not as grim as it sounds. The Count ordered the catacombs converted into a shelter a while back. He wanted a place for anyone in residence to hide should war sweep over Colovia. Let's hope the rest of the cohort and the servants are safe and secure. Groundskeeper Gaius is a tough old hedge snipper. We need to find him and get his key to open the catacombs. Then we can see how much of the cohort and household staff survived whatever happened here. Let's check Gaius's home first. Groundskeeper Gaius's home is just down the hill to the east. Whether he's there or not, we need to find that key. We fought side by side at North Hook. He was brave, but never foolish. Always took every engagement seriously. A lot of soldiers would be dead right now if not for him. About 3 rungs on the command ladder hierarchy. I lead the cohort, but Captain Laronis usually served as our field commander. While I handled strategy and logistics details, he oversaw the forces on the ground. Gaius? Are you here? It's Tribune Alea.
Tribune? Thank the divines. Are they gone?
Who, Gaius? Who attacked Rustwall?
I'm glad to see Tribune Alea, but she certainly took her sweet time. We've had all sorts of problems here. Did you bring reinforcements? Captain Laronis sent the remaining legionaries and staff into the catacombs. Then he was going to call for help. Dead? Damn shame. He was tolerable as far as Legion officers go. He had a good plan, too. While he hid everyone who was left in the catacombs, I was to keep watch until help arrived. I even stashed the key in a safe place in case the enemy found me. It had to be some sort of enemy army, but all I ever saw were a few wood elves sneaking around the grounds. We need to let everyone in the catacombs know it's safe to come out. Can you go retrieve the key and take care of that? I stashed the key inside the old statue in the garden. Don't worry, I'll draw you a map. Just be careful. When the legionaries showed up, we felt a lot safer. A little security in these troubled times. Then, one by one, soldiers started disappearing. We weren't sure if they were deserting or what. Then, I found the bloody legionary armor. Captain Laronas suspected an enemy was picking the cohort off one by one. He expected a full-scale attack, so he sent the staff into the catacombs with the remaining legionaries to protect them. I hid here until you and the Tribune showed up. Other than the wood elves I spotted sneaking around, we never saw the enemy. And the only evidence of foul play was the bloody armor I found. Captain Laronas assumed it was brigands looking to rob the estate. But would brigands challenge a cohort? I've been supervising the outdoor staff since Leovic was a cub. Gardeners, masons, they all answer to me. No easy job, especially when we're all frightened out of our wits. I know Rustwall inside and out. Made it easy to find a spot to hide my key.
Grab the map and let's go. We need that key. The gardens are just east of here, down the hill. The Rustwall Gardens. Our map indicates a spot on the western side. These insects, they're from deep underground.
Nothing
What
wrong
drove
with a
them to
little
the surface?
opportunistic harvesting. It's a fight now.
There. That's the statue marked on the map. Search for the hidden key. That's the key. Now let's go open the catacombs. The door is across from the barracks. Move out. We need to find my cohort. Look, down there.
Still no sign of you. happens now?
That wood elf. He's with the Recollection. And he's taking orders from a Dremora? What's going on here?
All right, but don't cry for mummy.
Over by the gate.
By my sword, a legionary. Report.
Hate to bring bad news to the Tribune, but I'm the only member of the cohort left. Those Recollection zealots killed legionaries guarding the estate until we sent whoever remained down here. That's when we walked right into the Daedra's clutches. I got lucky. I fell behind to adjust a loose bootstrap. When I heard the attack start, I slipped into the shadows and have been running ever since. Look, the Daedra have a portal. They're filling the catacombs with Daedric forces to attack Skingrad. It's in the ruins, down in the deepest part of the catacombs. Two magical anchor things keep it open. Tribune Alea is strong, and you look like you can handle yourself. While the Recollection hunts me, you go east, and you'll find where the Daedra dug up from below. Drop down and keep going east. You'll know the portal when you see it. Break those anchors, and I bet the portal closes. I'll try and lead the Recollection away, and then find you down there. I've become pretty good at sneaking around down here. There are all sorts of secret passageways and trick walls. You just have to know where to look. Don't wait for me, though. I have to move slow to avoid the Recollection patrols and the Daedra. Almost positive. The Recollection swarmed the remaining cohort and the servants we were protecting. They worked fast. It was a slaughter. I'm lucky I lagged behind, or they would have fallen on me too. I managed to pull a few servants away, but they weren't soldiers. No one trained them for any of this. I can't blame them for making too much noise, or being too slow with a blade. I tried to keep them safe, but it wasn't long before I was on my own. Call it a hunch, but if I'm being honest, I have no idea what it will do. It might fling you right into oblivion, or turn you into a netch. The anchors seemed important. At the very least, destroying them is better than leaving them be.
Legionary Capio is right. We need to shut down that portal. down into the ruins. We've got to close that portal. Capio said the Daedric portal is to the east.
Off with you, Swift!
I'm still here. Thanks for asking. You know, I like to think I'm agreeable. But now I'm going to. Would it kill them to run away? Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that. Breaking free!
The anchors! Maintain the anchors! Stop them!
Beck, I hope you're watching.
This way, Tribune. Follow the tracks.
Over here, comrade. Let's talk. My cohort almost completely destroyed. The Rustwall staff almost all dead. Even Shard Marshal Vargas managed to slip from our grasp. While we closed the portal and saved Skingrad, it feels like we failed, comrade. The threads of fate? That sounds ominous. But after what we saw down there, I'll keep an open mind. We learned that the Recollection cult is working with Daedra and taking orders from Shard Marshal Vargas. They got damn close to invading Skingrad. With the portal closed and the Daedra on the run, the remaining Recollection forces aren't enough to threaten Skingrad. But I'll get the Legion to send more soldiers, just in case. Here, the pay I promised. The Legion always makes good on its debts. Consider your temporary commission suspended, comrade. Though I'd love to have you permanently assigned to my cohort. I plan to continue to look into the Recollection. I'll send for more legionaries to clear them out. As many as we can spare. With the portal closed and Shard Marshal Vargas on the run, they shouldn't pose too much of a problem. That's up to Count Calantius. I'll advise him to keep legionaries at the estate even when no dignitaries are present. Problem is, we don't have many left to allocate here. The Legion isn't what it once was. What with the Empire in disarray. You know him? Interesting history for a wood elf. Traveled Tamriel as an adventurer in his youth, then became an Imperial scribe. I understand he's retired now, but word is he's investigating the Recollection. I should find him and compare notes.
Finders keepers, as they say. Can never have enough of that.
There you are. Finally. I just want to talk.
You again! Stay away from me! Help! She's going to kill me!
No, wait! This is hopeless.
Please help. It's all destroyed.
Rest easy, friend. What perfect luck, my friend! You're exactly who I need right now. These people are safe, but there's others in the village of Ostamir still trapped by rubble, or worse. Can you help me find them? The quakes could start again, so we need to hurry. Greenspeaker Sorrelin sent me a letter, asked me to meet her here. After I arrived, the ground rumbled like an angry timber mammoth. Whole buildings collapsed, trapping people. When the new forest appeared, it damaged the village. This may end it. Apparently, a few months back, what was once rolling hills and rich Colovian farmland was suddenly engulfed by this great forest. Look, help me rescue more Ostamir survivors. Then we can find Sorrelin. I can toss you some coin for your efforts. Inside the village, listen for any calls for help. People could be buried under rubble or trapped inside collapsed buildings. Just watch out for the strange beasts. They appeared after the ground shook. And keep an eye out for Greenspeaker Sorrelin. It's a typical Colovian village, or rather, it was, known for fishing and trade. As I understand it, when this forest sprang up a few months ago, it caused massive damage and drove the villagers away. They were starting to return when this happened. Veris, and this new forest, it's like Valenwood jumped the river and spread here. I remember when Ostamir was founded. Some Wood Elves thought it was a prelude to invasion, but a fishing settlement posed no threats, and cooler heads prevailed. Questions are all well and good, but we have people to save. Anything else you want to know? Otherwise, let's get on with the rescuing, friend. No clue at all. Her letter was quite short. All it said was she learned something in Ostamir. She said it was important, and I needed to see it for myself. She wants to share whatever she discovered with me. That's all I know. The finest wielders of nature magic in Tamriel. Greenspeakers wiggle their fingers and a tree bends its shape into a home. They make it possible for Wood Elves to construct cities without harming the forest. I don't know. Last I heard, she was part of the Wood Elf settlement in Vashabar. That isn't too far from here. That's what the Wood Elves who settled here after the forest appeared call their city. It's north of here. Anyway, she could have come to Ostamir for the Ayleid ruins. There are plenty nearby that might interest her, but that's just a guess. That's how we met. I love all sorts of history while she studies Ayleids. The culture and history of those ancient elves fascinate her. My own interests were purely practical, stuff that could help me back in my adventuring days. I'm worried about her too, friend, but Sorrelin is no delicate bellflower. She's shown me time and again that she's perfectly capable of defending herself. Let's help the other survivors, and then see if we... I've tried to stay retired from adventuring, but recent events just pulled me back in. Something about the recollection makes my ears burn. That happens when I sense danger. Eventually, I'll go back to my scribe duties. Until the next adventure... Everly's traveling around Tamriel, leading the life of a wandering hero. She writes now and then to tell me stories of her adventures. I'm proud of who she's become. If I hear from her, I'll let... There will be time to catch up after we help some people. Keep your ears open. Follow any shouts for help. Clear the rubble.
Thank the eight.
I thought that was my grave.
Here, let's combine strengths. You're safe now. Go join your family.
Zorilin, you're alive!
Baragon! Oh. Who's your
Nice
friend?
haul.
I had no idea the ground would shake so violently when I asked Baragon to meet me here. Nature is nothing if not unpredictable. I also didn't expect him to bring a guest. So, who are you, friend of Baragon? Helping people in dangerous situations sounds just like Baragon. Can't fault him for accepting help. I asked him to join me in Ostamir because I found something amazing, miraculous even. He needs to see it for himself. No, no. The only way Baragon can understand this discovery is by experiencing it himself. How about we all see it together? It's down in the Ayleid ruins nearby. I'll show you both. It truly is remarkable. Baragon's an old friend. He'll appreciate my discovery. I hope you do as well. The ruins are to the southeast of the village. Meet me outside the entrance when you finish helping survivors. I can't wait for Baragon to see what I found. In addition to being a green speaker, I study Ayleids and the history of the wild elves for the University of Gwylem. The nearby ruins called out to me the moment I noticed them. And what I discovered... no, you really must see it. Why wouldn't I be? All Bosmer can trace their lineage directly to the ancient Ayleids. Well, almost all. This history surprises many people and can be controversial. But my research definitively shows that we're the inheritors of that legacy. A disgusting bigotry toward Bosmer pervades scholars from other cultures. To them, we're not worthy of such a noble ancestry. But plainly, they're wrong. You should read my book. It contains all the evidence needed to persuade any doubter. Green speakers are a vital part of any Bosmer community, and I cherish my role. Shaping the green is an art. It involves merging my voice with the song of nature and guiding how things grow. We don't control nature. Instead, we have a conversation. Did Baragon tell you that? No, ordinary green speaking can't manipulate something as large as this new forest, and certainly not as fast as it appeared. Beyond that, I'd rather not speculate. It goes against my training as a researcher. We grew up together. He started on a path of warrior and hunter, while I trained as a green speaker. He had an interest in scholarly pursuits as well, and we bonded over shared studies. He became a good friend.
These creatures only exist in the Dawnwood. They look so strange.
The vines won't let me go! Thanks. Even the plants want to kill me.
My sister's trapped. We need help.
It hurts so much, sister. I know, little bug. Please, help me move this. Thank you. I'm never coming back here.
Sorrelin wants to meet at the ruins east of here. Let's go.
Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting. Was that the last of them? Oh, thank feck.
The handwriting at the bottom of the note is definitely Sorrelin's. Running into ruins alone is just like her. But I didn't expect the recollection to be here. She's heading into more danger than she realized. I've never heard of a seed, but the Wood Elves of Vashabar use Wildburn to refer to the strange blight along the edge of the New Forest. Worry about that later. Let's focus on finding Greenspeaker Sorrelin before she runs afoul of the recollection. The recollection consists mostly of Wood Elves, fanatics to a cause I haven't quite pinned down yet. If there are more of them, just that it's what the Wood Elves of Vashabar call the narrow band of devastation that runs along the northern edge of the New Forest. It separates the rest of Westweald from Dawnwood. I'm not sure what a Wildburn seed is, but I plan to find out. Rustwall? That's too close to Skingrad for comfort. What were they doing there? And I've heard of Tribune Alea. She commands a Legion cohort and handles special tasks for Count Calantius. If she fought the recollection, I should look her up. Daedra? Oh, that's not good. Now it's even more imperative I figure out exactly who the recollection is and what their goals are. Maybe we can learn something in these ruins. Just that it's what the Wood Elves of Vashabar, some sort of cult made up mostly of disgruntled Wood Elves. Seems to have a connection to the ancient Aliens, but I don't have all the details yet. That's why I am out here adventuring again. I want to figure out who they are and what they're up to. Those vines, that's the entrance to the ruins. Sorrelin first, friend. I knew it. The place is thick with the recollection.
Never used to fight this much, until I met you.
Sorrelin's up ahead. What's she looking at?
Do you feel it, Baragon? The grandeur of our history!
You're right. These ruins are incredible.
Do you feel it? The power of the Ayleids pervades this place. Millennia separate us from the Heartland High Elves, but I can feel their legacy flowing through my blood. It pains me to see their glory buried in these ruins. This was all for Baragon's benefit. You're just an unintended spectator. I brought Baragon here to remind him of his Ayleid heritage. The recollection remembers their past. This land belonged to the Ayleids, and we Bosmer are their rightful heirs. Not at all, but some of their beliefs match my own. All that aside, I wanted to show Baragon what I found. A new type of seed. It's similar to what we Greenspeakers use to grow and shape tree villages, but different. It thrums with unique potential. Bugshells! Surprise ruined! I wanted to show him the wild burn seed. Talk to him, discuss the recollection, both the good points and the bad. I suppose he'll want to take the seed before the recollection does. I suggest you hurry. They're close. The wild burn seed grows deep in the ruins. I suggest we split up. I'll lead the recollection on a merry chase while you and Baragon find the seed. And don't worry, I'm sure we'll meet up along the way. And Baragon, remember your history. This style of architecture dates back to the late Merethic era. It combines majesty with practicality, so probably a place for Daedra worship and training. These Ayleids seem to have been particularly fond of someone they called the Prince of Paths. As I said, I plan to keep some of their attention on me instead of you. After that, well, I'm very stealthy. I have no doubt I can elude their patrols. And if I do get into trouble, I'm sure you and Baragon will come to my rescue. You can make it! Keep moving!
A big family. Change of plans?
Sorrelin has a point. These ruins are too wondrous to let sit forgotten. Look, Greenspeaker Sorrelin, up on the walkway.
See, Baragon? The Colovians built atop our heritage! They buried it all!
That's how it works, Sorrelin. The new replaces the old.
I thought I could convince you that we'd find the wild burn seed together.
What? Sorrelin, come back! Now she's up on the ledge.
Join me, Baragon. The Recollection needs wood elves like you. We can finally claim our rightful inheritance.
You're with the Recollection? Cracked acorns, what are you thinking? Follow her! Light and root rot! How could Sorlin join the Recollection? They're murderers!
Hope we find something in...
Those doors. Let's try there. We need to find that seed. Sorlin, talk to me! I can't let you take that seed!
I won't fight you, Paragon. There are other seeds than these.
I'll go after it. Grab the seed and follow after me! Displaced families aren't justice!
We've been friends forever! Why won't you trust me?
The Recollection destroyed this village! Who knows what other harm the rapid growth caused?
I thought you'd understand! I thought you had vision! Goodbye, Paragon!
No, Sorlin, what? I couldn't catch her. I've known Sorlin for almost my whole life. I cared about her, considered her a friend, perhaps more. Why didn't I see that she had been taken in by the Recollection? Maybe I could have done something. Blight, this hurts. She always claimed Ayleid land belonged to the Wood Elves, but that was purely academic before. Sounds like the Recollection promised to make it real. Could be why they wanted the Wildburn seed. Speaking of which, did you get it? I've never seen a seed like this before. It feels wrong. You're working with Laramil, right? She needs to know what we discovered here. Meet us back in Skingrad. I have a townhouse there. Oh, and take this. You more than deserve it for helping me. Sure, my lifelong friend joined a violent cult, but you and I actually did some real good today. We saved people in Ostamir and kept this seed away from the Recollection. When you're ready, meet Laramil and me at my townhouse in Skingrad. I'm not sure. They certainly spout rhetoric that matches many of her closely held beliefs. I thought those beliefs were simply musings, but the Recollection seeks to put them into deadly practice. Be sure, when next we meet, I plan to ask her why. I have little experience with either, so any speculation is merely a guess. If Ostamir was truly the epicenter of the new forest growth, the land there could simply be unstable. Or perhaps Ifrei shook the ground to warn us and get our attention.
Can never have enough of that. I never used to fight this much, until I met you.
out your odds.
Nice hole.
Welcome to my townhouse, friends. I can't wait to hear the results of your investigations. I can't believe we found a corrupted seed at Ostamere. That the recollection somehow caused the new forest to overgrow Westweald. Or that my friend Sorelin was involved. Laramil wants to talk to you, but I'd like to hear what else you discovered. An invasion launched from Rostwall Estate would have taken Skingrad completely by surprise. I'm glad that you and the Tribune were there to stop them. But the recollection working with Daedra? That's a troubling new development. By reputation, we only just met. I know she does troubleshooting for Count Calantius, so I figured I might run into her eventually. She apparently heard about me too, and just showed up on my doorstep. You learn anything else out there? Ethelia, the Daedric prince you and Laramil are looking for? You met her? Incredible! But why is the recollection looking for her? Didn't they... never mind. I think you should talk to Laramil now. I need to consider all this.
Our initial investigations are complete, Proxy. Let us speak. Encountering a material confirmation of... that is, I thought it would take longer for us to find and confront Ethelia in person. We determined that my suspicions about the frayed fates proved correct. Each location had a connection to Ethelia. That the recollection and the Miramor Daedra seek to restore Ethelia to power. They cause the New Forest and Wildburn devastation. And Ethelia wanders Westweald, starting to remember. For helping, speak with Baragon. See if he has a thought about our next steps. Ethelia's presence untethers all consequences. It makes it nearly impossible for me to perceive the threads of fate, let alone determine which threads to follow. Most people do not bear the responsibility of preserving reality itself. If we guess wrong about what we must do, or simply fail to do it, disaster ensues. I do not like to leave such decisions to chance when the stakes are so high. Trust in Baragon's knowledge of the recollection. There is an anomaly I wish to look into while you and he pursue the cultists and ferret out their plans. Perhaps the Wildburn seed you found in Ostermere is the place to start. I shall find you later.